What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily horoscope for Wednesday, December 30th, 2020. Brian here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Hope you guys are doing well after that full moon. Still got that moon in Cancer, so it's emotional as always, but I think that it's a good emotion if you're in that power within yourself and making the world what you want it from inside yourself, making that projection of this reality something that's comfortable, something that feels secure, but without blocking the goodness that the universe is trying to bring in. The moon's going to make a quincunx over to Venus. It's also going to trine over to Neptune in Pisces. So there's a lot of this like Neptunian energy we're still feeling. I think it's sensitive, but I think we're getting like major hints at like where the value is, where the adventure is, what's going to bring us the stimulation, and what's going to bring us just the overall like feel good energy we're looking for. And it's like, you know, we got to be willing to open up new chapters. We got to be willing to let the goodness in, to start things off. We have a lot of cardinal energy right now with the sun and Mercury in Capricorn, the moon in Cancer. Mercury and the moon are going to make an opposition today. And then of course Mars in Aries, which we're not going to see the square of the moon and Mars or the opposition of the moon and Pluto today. That's going to happen really early tomorrow morning. So it's kind of this build up to that though, but it's this cardinal energy of like, go after what you truly want. You know, what your identity desires, what you emotionally desire, and make sure that you're connecting to people that want to open up the doors. And I know I say that all the time, but I think this Venus in Sag really wants to like experience the new, and it wants to go into these different philosophies of what love could be like, what love for self could be like, and feel it, and like let the passion out. You know, it is mutable fire. So this fire wants to burn around and change and shift and mold. And I think that when it comes to what we value in life, we have to be willing to shift and to be passionate about the things that do feel really aligned within ourselves. I think it's a stimulating day, especially with the moon in opposition to Mercury. Like, Mercury hasn't been making a ton of aspects, and Mercury's about to sextile over to Neptune tomorrow. So we're feeling that today as well. That's a lot of that Neptune energy. And I just think we're getting massive insight from spirit, from the universe. But it could look different than, it's like you're getting it internally and you can feel it and you can even hear it or maybe even see it. But it's like, what's the projection, you know, not the natural projection, but just the projection of the world being shown. And does it resonate? I don't know. I'm not sure for myself. It doesn't resonate really, but I know that internally I'm getting all these good messages about like what I need to move forward with and how I need to do things. And it brought me out here. I actually filmed my first ever horoscope on April 14th from this spot, a little different angle because the sun wasn't vibing. It was messing with the lens and my face a little bit, but yeah, kind of a trip. If you want to go back and watch that video, it's actually kind of embarrassing. I was so nervous in front of the camera, and I've done it every day, minus earlier this month when I took that little vacation, but every day since then. And I think that as we finish out this year, there was so much like acceleration with Uranus and Taurus to like go after the reality you want, to go after what's going to bring you the physical goodness of the world that we can have, and overall like put us into you know, new values, and just go after what's going to bring us like the stability, you know, of what we can build for the next 20 years. And it's just different with this new Jupiter-Saturn cycle. But, you know, I look back at this last year, and it is December 30th, and it's like, wow, talk about an acceleration. You know, if somebody would ask me, what are you going to be doing in 2020? I wouldn't have told them I was going to be doing horoscopes every day or, you know, practicing astrology like I am. It just like all happened. And I think that we're all getting those insights, and we have been all year. And now it's time to really charge forward with this cardinal energy that we do have in ways that we're getting all the signs, all the signals from the universe. Especially with the Mercury sextile Neptune, like you're getting all the insight you need. And then Mercury came off the trine over to Uranus. So it's going through like this really magical time in our mind where we're looking towards the future. We know what we want to build. But we just have to put the steps in place, and like we have to bring those thoughts to action and bring them into the physical world and ground them So we're getting all this insight, but we have to ground it. We have to feel it. It was a big full moon last night, and I hope that it really got you thinking like, I can conquer anything if I feel it within me, and have that warrior spirit that we talked about yesterday. Overall today, I mean, you do have Venus on the south node. It can definitely feel comfortable, but you kind of want to go into the world that's going to show you the value, the passion, and the love that you're looking for in life. And just not let anything outside of you take you out of that sovereignty within yourself, because then it can be weird and you can feel like you're getting put back into some old story, some old belief system that's not of the new world that we're in. And maybe it's comfortable there, but how long will it be comfortable there? So there's like two sides to it. But this could be forcing you to go into the magical new story that you're meant to create here, and to put it, ground that fire. Venus is very earthy. It's very like physical. So how can we bring all that passion, all that fire of Sag, all that expansion and exploration, and how can we bring it and ground it into the physical world? And we're getting all the downloads and all the signs to go do it, but we're also going to be getting spells. We're also going to be getting diversions, and things are going to try and take us out of the magic. Don't get out of the magic. I think that you're emotionally going to know, but again, when it comes to that kind of stuff, with the moon opposing Mercury today, it can be like, do my emotions make sense? Are they taking me into the future I want? Can I build off these? You can if you're secure. You can if you're confident in your inner world. You can conquer the world and go after whatever you want. And I hope that you do that today. I think that overall it's a pretty positive day. I like the dignified moon in Cancer. It's not, it's opposing Mercury. We got that. And then it is quincunx the south node in Venus. So it's kind of this like, okay, well, you can have all the emotional comfort and all the things that you want within yourself, but only if you're willing to go through into the belief that you can do it, into the story that, you have the power to go open up the doors of the universe and create something magical for yourself, especially with the trine over to Neptune. Could be a little sensitive, could be feeling the emotions big time today, even after the full moon. It still will be pretty full tonight. So a lot of moon energy. It's going to make some good aspects tomorrow early, opposing Pluto, kind of T-squaring over to Mars. So it is that, power within us to go build something great from the depths of what we truly desire. Let's see what the card is for the day. It is the Seven of Cups. Ooh. I think the universe is showing us so many different doors and so many different things right now, and you just kind of have to pick the ones that really resonate deep within you. And you don't have to take all of them. But then again, we're in a time where maybe all those things are necessary. Maybe they are meant to be. But instead of getting overwhelmed and getting too lost with all the things, I would say really look for the one cup, the one thing in your life that stimulates you the most, brings you the most comfort, the most security, and that you really want to push forward with. That's going to build something amazing, that's going to continue what you're already building and build it into the best thing that you could. And it's Capricorn season, so you got to go after those goals. You got to make it happen for yourself. Be the boss. It can be very emotional, but I think that if you're using that full moon energy to release the emotions that aren't taking you to the highest peak in your life, you're going to find that the emotions you hold on to, the one that you can choose, because we kind of have to take the action of the cardinal energy, the one that you choose, because you already know the path, because you're listening to the universe and all the signs it's giving you. That's going to be the one, and you're going to know it, and I think you're going to see a lot of magic today if you don't get lost in too much good stuff. Venus and Sag on the south node could almost look like too much good stuff, and maybe the media is projecting too much good stuff as well. And that's not a bad thing, but don't get too far away from your inner needs, your inner security, your inner wants, and what's going to make you the happiest in life. I love you all very much. I will see you for tomorrow's horoscope. Peace.